So over the last week or so there have been two interesting launches, both successful. One for Rocket Lab, in which they successfully launched two Blacksky satellites into orbit from an Electron. They also managed to recover the booster from the sea, and this time, interestingly, they deployed a helicopter to the recovery zone, and the helicopter tracked the booster stage as it descended in its parachute, and it was practicing for a future mission in which the helicopter is actually going to try and capture the rocket in midair for full reusability. When there's just an ocean splashdown of the booster, there's a lot of, for example, salt water can damage the rocket, and catching the booster in the middle of the air will of course prevent this, and therefore allow for the better reuse of the booster stage of the Electron. So this is interesting, good stuff from Rocket Lab. Did see RKLB rally up a bit before the launch and then decline again afterwards. I believe this might have been a bit of an IV crush, so to speak. And I would say, given Rocket Lab's track record, you could say that the rocket was expected to succeed, and it would have been far bigger of an issue for the stock itself if the flight failed. So yeah, the Electron is looking to move on to reusability next year, in which they will attempt to catch the booster with a helicopter. So yeah, let's look out for that in 2022 and see what happens. Interestingly, another small satellite launcher, Astra, is a competitor to Rocket Lab, and they also want to secure a large portion of the small satellite launching market in the future. Astra actually reached orbit for the first time on their test flight. This is interesting as many people kind of like mock Astra for their failures in the past. They've had quite a few failures, as do many firms, but I guess particularly with Astra. But yeah, they reached orbit for the first time, so Astra is now perhaps a more important competitor than many people thought. I think many did think that Astra would eventually reach orbit, but perhaps not so soon. So yeah, great stuff from Astra as well, and really promising stuff for small satellite launches in general, to be honest. Let me know what you guys think about all these small satellite launches. Do you think Astra will be a problem for Rocket Lab in the future in terms of competition, or do you think it's good to have, to be honest, it seems like a very close competitor in terms of the market they're going for. So do you think this is healthy competition? Do you think it's a good thing? Let me know what you guys think about both of these launches in the comments down below. Make sure to subscribe for more space and investing news.